Jokic. Oh, no! No!
Maneuvers for the lead. Got it! What a...
You know the story. Every year, the NBA hypes up the next MJ or LeBron. The scouts circle their picks, the media builds them up, and the world expects greatness. But what if I told you two of the most dominant players in the game right now didn't follow that script? One's from a tiny village in Serbia, the other from the streets of Ljubljana, Slovenia. Neither took the typical American route. No college drama, no media hype comparing them to legends before they even played a game. And yet, here they are, Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic, two international sensations who've shattered expectations and are now the faces of their franchises. But which one is truly better? Is it Jokic with his back-to-back MVPs, or Doncic, the phenom who's been carrying the Mavericks since day one? Nikola Jokic is entering his 10th season in the NBA, and what a journey it's been. 3 MVPs, a Finals MVP, and an undeniable force leading the Denver Nuggets year after year. His skill set and leadership have turned the Nuggets into perennial contenders, with Jokic at the heart of their offense. He's been the backbone of the team, steering them through the notoriously tough Western Conference. His accomplishments are a testament to his brilliance and durability in a league that constantly demands more. Now, let's take a look at Luka Doncic. In just his 7th season, the 25-year-old is already considered one of the most dominant forces in the game. He's led the Dallas Mavericks to the NBA Finals and continues to grow into a player who seems destined to carry his franchise to future championships. And it's not just the NBA where Doncic has made his mark. At just 18, he became the EuroLeague MVP and led Real Madrid to a EuroLeague championship. A player so talented, he was already collecting major titles before he even stepped foot in the NBA. So, what does this all mean? Is Luka's youth, combined with his potential, enough to make him the face of the NBA for the next decade? Or does Jokic's incredible experience, his 3 MVPs, and Finals MVP, give him the edge over a player who's still entering his prime? Both of these players have already achieved so much in their careers, and yet, it feels like they're just getting started. Jokic's dominance has been proven over nearly a decade, while Doncic is still in the process of establishing his legacy. But who truly holds the upper hand at this point in time? Is it the experienced and already historic Jokic, or the rising star Doncic, who could very well be the future of the NBA? Only time will tell, but the conversation about who's ahead right now is a fascinating one. Let's rewind to their draft years. Luka Doncic, coming off a spectacular EuroLeague career, was selected 3rd overall in 2018, a move that seemed like a no-brainer at the time. He was already an international sensation, having proven himself on Europe's biggest stage. Meanwhile, Nikola Jokic was taken 41st overall by the Denver Nuggets. A raw, undeveloped kid from Serbia with little fanfare, Jokic wasn't the most polished or flashy prospect. At the time, no one could have predicted how high he would rise. Fast forward to today, and it's clear who's laughing now. Luka didn't just live up to expectations, he obliterated them. He won Rookie of the Year in 2019 with averages of 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. By his 2nd season, he was averaging 29 points a game and leading the Mavericks into the playoffs. His ability to perform in clutch moments became his trademark, establishing him as a young player who could handle pressure and lead his team. Luka has been exceptional in high-pressure moments. He's 7-0 when scoring more than 50 points, including playoffs, while Jokic is 0-3 in similar games, meaning not only does Luka score more 50-point games, he wins them. Luka has also made 3 game-winning buzzer beaters in the regular season, while Jokic has made 2. In the 4th quarter, Luka averages 5.6 points, 1.8 rebounds, and 1.6 assists in 386 games, whereas Jokic averages 4.8 points, 2.3 rebounds, and 1.2 assists in 597 games. Luka also has 192 career 30-plus point games, outpacing Jokic's 134, despite playing fewer games. Jokic's rise was more gradual, and he eventually redefined the center position with his passing and versatility. Jokic also received more help along the way, as his game polished year over year, with draft picks such as Jamal Murray in 2016 and Michael Porter Jr. in 2018. These guys have been proven role players for Jokic and played huge roles in the team's success. Luka, on the other hand, was a generational talent from day one. Both journeys are remarkable, but the question remains, what's more impressive, Doncic's immediate stardom or Jokic's late-blooming brilliance? Luka Doncic is a complete force on the court. He can shoot the three, drive, create for others, and rebound. Luka's ability to take over games, hit clutch shots, and change the momentum makes him a true MVP contender. The Mavericks are built around him, and he's shown he can lead them to playoff contention, even without a star-studded roster. Nikola Jokic, on the other hand, has redefined the role of a big man. His basketball IQ and playmaking are what set him apart. Jokic can score, but his true genius lies in orchestrating the offense with jaw-dropping passes and creating plays for his teammates. He elevates everyone around him, and, despite not always dominating the scoring column, his impact is undeniable. But here's the real question. Does Jokic need a perfect system to thrive, or can Luka carry any team on his back? Luka's ability to impact every aspect of the game, scoring, playmaking, rebounding, makes him an all-around weapon. He's proven that he doesn't need a perfect roster to lead a team. Jokic, while not as flashy, does everything to make his team better. His unselfish play and basketball vision allow him to elevate the Nuggets' offense in ways only a few players can. So, who's the more complete player? Luka can do it all on his own, while Jokic thrives in a system that enhances his unique skills. Both are incredible, but it's clear they bring different strengths to the table. Looking at this season, both Jokic and Doncic are playing at MVP levels, as usual. Jokic is posting career-high numbers across the board and continues to play with the same efficiency that's made him a three-time MVP. But despite all his accolades, the Nuggets have struggled early on, and Jokic himself has expressed frustration with the lack of support from his teammates. On the other hand, Doncic has the Mavericks firing on all cylinders. He's leading the team at 28.1 points, 8.4 rebounds, and 7.9 assists, and the Mavericks, with fresh addition like Klay Thompson, are currently sitting near the top of the Western Conference. After his finals appearance, Doncic looks like a man on a mission, playing with a renewed sense of maturity and determination. Could this be the year he finally brings the Mavericks their first title since 2011? So, here's the million-dollar question. Is Jokic's prime already behind him, or is Luka Doncic just getting started? Doncic's leadership has propelled the Mavericks to new heights, and he's now surrounded by more talent than ever before. With Kyrie Irving and Klay Thompson in the mix, Luka has all the tools to make a serious championship push. He's been the centerpiece of a franchise that's eager to return to glory, and with his growth as a leader and player, this might be his time to shine. Meanwhile, Jokic's brilliance remains undeniable. However, with the Nuggets' struggles early this season, one has to wonder whether the Nuggets will be able to put it together and the role players can get back to playing to their expectations. Either way, the future of the NBA is in good hands with these two stars. And as we watch both of their careers unfold, it's clear that one question will remain: who will ultimately prove to be the more complete player? While Nikola Jokic, with 3 MVPs and a Finals MVP, is at the peak of his career, 25-year-old Luka Doncic is quickly closing the gap. The two European stars have been spectacular over the past 5 to 6 years, growing the game globally. Jokic's dominance is undeniable, but Doncic, a perennial all-star since his second season, keeps improving and cementing his place as one of the NBA's most dynamic players. But is the NBA ready to hand over the torch to a young Luka Doncic, who's just scratching the surface of his potential? Jokic has the accolades, the championships, and the experience. He's proven himself as one of the most versatile and impactful players in NBA history. But Luka is a different kind of beast. With his rare combination of skill, vision, and confidence, Doncic has already established himself as an MVP contender every season since his second year. At just 25, he's poised to be the face of the league. The future is incredibly bright for both players, but one thing is clear: Luka is closing the gap fast, and in the next few years, we may very well see him take over as the NBA's true superstar. The question is no longer if, it's when. So, to wrap it up, this debate is far from over, but both Jokic and Doncic are game changers. Jokic has proven himself with MVPs and a title, while Doncic, at just 25, is already a force. Who's the better player right now? Jokic's experience or Luka's endless potential? Let us know, who do you prefer, Jokic or Doncic? Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more NBA debates. And one thing's for sure, the future of the NBA is in good hands.